For Matt Vanda, training for the Brawl in St. Paul begins with a trip to the gym to build muscle. Vanda is stepping up in weight classes, and with the help of personal trainer Andrea Austin, he's determined to build strength in the process.
I want to make him optimize what he's doing right now. He's really successful, but I think that he can be more successful because we want to work on his nutrition a little bit more. We want to get him a little more agile, quicker, and just take it to the next level for him. So,
hasn't it always sort of been a no-no for boxers to work out with weights? I've always heard that.
Yeah, but until I got my ass beat and I wasn't, as strong as the other guys, I figured I had to start lifting weights. And working with Andreas, it's not a lot of really heavy weights sometimes, but I haven't lost any speed. I feel stronger. My last fight, from doing squats and all the leg work, my legs were usually my legs get sore for about 3 days after fight. The next day I was out jogging. So obviously it's doing something. My arms weren't very sore a little bit, but as long as I don't get slow, I don't care. And I'm moving up in weight, so the bigger guys, the more weights you gotta lift. So I know. Cool. The bigger guys, I gotta have a little more power. And Kenny's a lot bigger than me too, so I'm gonna whoop him.
Kenny Kost's day begins early. The owner of a siding company, Kost must first spend his day at the job site, where he and his brother Max make progress on a siding job.
Well, working right now, we're still a little over 5 weeks out, so I'll stop working here in a couple weeks, and I'll just be training 3 times a day. So it's right now it's all right until it really gets down to crunch time. Then we'll stop. So you need a lot more rest after your workouts, and then I won't be working then.
After a long day at the job site, Kenny Kost heads home for an hour of rest before hitting the gym.
Pretty much everything you do revolves around the fight. You're focused on it, you're always thinking about it. Like, I like to go out with my friends and, when I'm not fighting, party, go out and hang out wherever, but, when you're fighting, you can't do that. You gotta watch everything that you eat. You always want to be to bed at a good time. You're always tired, because you're working out 2 or 3 times a day. So pretty much everything revolves around the fight.
Going to train, like in the course of your day, do you think about it? Do you look forward to it? Is it like, shit, I don't want to go? Is it...
When you don't have a fight coming up, it's kind of a burden. It's like if someone calls you and wants to go out or something instead, then you'll go do whatever. But now, it's just part of the job. You got to do it. I guess I do look forward to it, yeah.
I love fighting in St. Paul. Yeah, I've had most of my fights here, and it's fun fighting in front of a crowd that likes to see. I've never fought in front of a crowd that didn't like to see me fight, but it's always funner when you got, your girlfriend and your mom and old high school friends and stuff cheering for you. That's fun, I remember my first fight, and I wasn't in a lot of fights all the time, but I had my fair share of fights even in elementary school, and then in middle school I got into a lot of fights, and that's when I started boxing. But it was actually I started boxing because a friend on the football team, he was going to start boxing. He wanted someone to go to the gym with him, so I said, hell yeah, let's do it. And he ended up quitting, and I fell in love with it after a week. And that's when I was 12 years old, and I've been doing it ever since.
2 athletes. 1 night. The fight of their lives.
This Father's Day weekend, treat dear old Dad to what he wants most.
A crosstown grudge match.
White Bear Lakes, Kenny K.O. Kost, St. Paul's, Matt the Predator Vanda.
The Brawl in St. Paul.
Featuring Golden Caleb Truax, the U of M grad that dazzled fans with his pro debut. Friday night, June 15th at the legendary Roy Wilkins Auditorium. Get your tickets online at Ticketmaster.com, by phone at 989-5151, or at the XL Energy Center box office. Brought to you by Seconds Out Promotions.